Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk about prices of standard Magic the Gathering cards. I hear a lot about reprint equity recently, and I wanted to have a look if it's really that bad. People are saying there are no cards that are worth anything anymore, and every standard card is about $1, and yeah, that's about it. I wanted to see if that is the truth, and yeah, we're looking at the sets here. Let's see, folks, what kind of sets do we have? Vials of Eldraine, obviously not out yet. March of the Machine, Brothers War, Dominaria United, Phyrexia, shouldn't forget that one, Streets of New Capenna, Kamigawa, and the Innistrad sets. Let's focus on cards above $25. I think that's a fair assessment. Are there any cards above $25 in March of the Machine? Actually, I don't think so. And it's a big discussion, of course. Yeah, this one is about $18, which is not too bad, actually, for March of the Machine. The rest is virtually worth not really a lot, virtually nothing. Is that okay to say? Maybe a bit harsh, right? It's worth a little bit of something. It's so bad. Oh Jesus. Okay, let's discuss this. I think it's a pretty funny subject, and of course the booster boxes and so on are more expensive. Phyrexia, I get good hopes for Phyrexia. Of course, Elish Norn doesn't disappoint, and I know it. You can get different versions of the card, more expensive versions of the card. But let's just look at the standard stuff. It's interesting to see, I would say. Yeah, this guy is also not, but it's not above 25. Still, it's not too bad. White is a good color in Phyrexia to pull any cards, obviously. Rare cards, almost none above a couple of bucks. Okay. Yeah, folks, it is what it is. I think the big discussion at the moment is, does Wizards of the Coast reprint the good cards into the ground? And you could say they print the cards that are needed for play, and people want every game piece to be cheap. But I think in the long run that's devastating for the game. And again, that's a personal opinion. We had a nice discussion going on about that recently. I think it still is a very, very touchy subject, and I understand that some people don't have a lot of money to spend, but for the economy of the game, this one actually, yeah, Brothers War has some nice artifacts that are actually above $25, which is nice. Now, I get it that some people don't have to they don't have to at all, can't spend a lot of money, and that's fair enough, and they want to play the game as well. That's why we're looking at the cheapest cards here and not the collector's ones. I actually pulled that one in a Brothers War booster I got from my brother, so that's $7. That's the only rare worth something. Good for me, I think. Dominaria United. I got good hopes for that one. Let's see. Yes, Shea Aldred, the Apocalypse. Very good card. Very annoying card to play against. I hate that guy. He's just good on every level. You get stuff, the opponent loses stuff, and he's just very strong with 4/5 for 4. It's incredible. But okay, yeah, that's the only one. Timeless Lotus, $14. No rare cards that are worth a lot. Okay, Streets of New Capenna then. Let's have a look. Wow, no mythics. 2 mythics above $5. Nothing above $10. And the only thing, yeah. What do we have here? It looks grim, folks. The only thing that's $5. The only thing that's worth something, it seems, is the Triumphs. Let's have a look. And yeah, that's all of those are between like $6 and $8. That's so the rare cards are even better than the mythics. That's value-wise, I think one of the worst sets of the recent time. Gameplay-wise, it's pretty cool. So it's a shame. But at least you can stock up on triomes. I think if you buy like a booster box or collect a booster box, you should get some of those triomes. And if you can find that one for a cheap price, like a collector booster box for 100 something bucks, might be a nice opportunity to just rip one open. Alright, Kamigawa, very interesting set, very popular set. We had the Wandering Emperor here for just under 20 bucks. I thought that one was more expensive, maybe different versions. Okay, Boseiju, Who Endures, a land, very good land. 32 bucks, not bad. I think that is one of them. Oh, I hate that card. That's pretty expensive as well. It's so annoying to play against red decks with that card on Arena, or at least it was. I played a while ago. I think these kind of cards, these sagas, are definitely very much for the mana cost. They do a lot for the mana cost they have. Another land for above 10 bucks, and yeah, another, even an uncommon for above a buck, which is a good land. Okay, Kamigawa disappoints a bit, I think. I thought cards would be more expensive, but again, maybe the different versions. But I'm looking at the standard versions. Let's see, what else do we have here? Do we have any Innistrad cards? May it be Crimson Vow or Midnight Hunt, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we got some that are at least above 10 bucks, but overall not a lot to see here. Okay, yeah, the dual lands, or kind of dual lands, not original duels, but normal. Okay, that one is a very playable card as well. The wedding stuff, and that's probably why it's expensive. If it's playable, it's expensive. Does that mean all the other cards are not playable? Okay, we got a very expensive one here. The Meat Hook Massacre. Okay, that one hasn't really been on my radar. I have to admit that. I haven't really seen that one a lot. Midnight Hunt, a very interesting card. It actually is so not Magic the Gathering because it's pretty violent. The Meat Hook Massacre, like it. Yeah, almost 40 bucks, not bad. I think that is the most expensive card for Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow. Yes, it is. So, folks, let's summarize. Let's have a look at the cards and how many in the whole standard set are above 25 bucks. March of the Machine, none. that was a quick one. Yeah. Phyrexia, all will be one. We actually got two cards because I count Mondrag. It was 24 bucks. I count it just for the sake of it. Elesh Norn, of course, expensive card, above 25 bucks. So two cards in Phyrexia, all will be one. Just the normal editions are worth more than 25 bucks, which at least is something. Brothers War doesn't really disappoint as well when it comes to the amount of cards, because also Brothers War has two cards that are above 25 bucks. Portal to Phyrexia. Yeah, is that a portal to the money of the Phyrexia cards? No, I don't know. And the Cityscape Leveler, 9 mana cost card, 8 mana cost card, two very expensive artifacts. One artifact creature. Not too bad. We got Dominaria United and Sheoldred. The Apocalypse is, of course, the only card here that is above 25 bucks. It is an insanely strong card. Death Touch, 4/5 for 4 mana. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. I understand. If they don't print that one into the ground, this one will definitely go up in price a lot. We got Streets of New Capenna. Nothing worth anything in here. Anything. Standard cards above 25 bucks. In Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, we got Boseiju, Who Endures, which actually is a rare card, not a mythic. So that is well done. But yeah, of course, these lands that are actually really good, they don't come into play tapped, legendary land, and you have a very good ability. You can just destroy an artifact, enchantment, or a non-basic land, and they get a basic land back for it. Okay. Innistrad. Crimson Vow, no cards above 25 bucks. And last but not least, Innistrad, Midnight Hunt. It's sometimes I don't know how to pronounce things. Forgive me for that. Innistrad, Midnight Hunt, Innistrad, Midnight Hunt. The Meat Hook Massacre. Pretty cool card. Nice board wipe. And you gain stuff and the opponent loses stuff at the same time. Same as Shale Dread is, of course, a very strong effect. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry for the strange pronunciation here and there. It is what it is. It's a busy day and I'm pretty tired. But I hope you still enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot to all my viewers, my subs, and my patrons, of course. I really appreciate your support. I would like to know in the comments what you think about the pricing of standard cards. Do you think we should be more careful, or Wizards of the Coast should be more careful with reprint equity, or do you think everything is just serialized cards now? I'm curious about that subject. If you think every card should be a buck, then you're welcome to comment as well. Of course, it is your opinion, and you're absolutely allowed on the channel to have your own opinion as long as you voice it respectfully, which I think is very important. Folks, that was about it for this video. Do I want to say something else? Yoda, please leave Yoda in the comments if you finished this video. That was the one thing I was missing. Stay healthy, stay frosty. I talk to you next time. Thanks a lot for listening, folks. Bye bye.